At 2:58 p.m., 8 adults prepare to enter the same virtual room at the same time. None of them want to be early. Early means small talk. Small talk with 7 strangers and 1 shared calendar invite is a known risk factor. None of them want to be late. Late means walking into a conversation already in progress, which means guessing what has already been said, which means nodding at something you did not hear. So they all wait, quietly, watching the clock. This is the beginning of the group video call. At 3 p.m. exactly, all 8 join within 4 seconds of each other. This is not coordination. This is fear. 8 video tiles appear. 8 microphones activate. 8 humans say some version of, "Hey, can everyone hear me?" at the exact same moment, producing a sound that has never been recorded in nature. Nobody can hear anyone. Everyone assumes it is their own connection. Nobody says so. There is a pause. The pause lasts 4 seconds. In video call time, 4 seconds is a geological era. 1 person laughs. Nobody knows why. 6 people laugh in response, out of solidarity, with no data. This is the first instance of sympathetic laughing, a phenomenon in which a human joins group laughter based entirely on trust that someone, somewhere, said something. The host, a person who did not ask for this responsibility and will resent it forever, says, "Should we get started?" 4 people say yes at once. Their voices overlap into a single word that is not English. Someone is muted and does not know it. They begin speaking. Their mouth moves. Their brows are engaged, fully committed, mid-sentence. No sound reaches the meeting. 17 people, or possibly 8, but it feels like 17, begin mouthing, "You're on mute," simultaneously, also with no sound because they too do not realize the deeper irony unfolding. This continues for 11 seconds. 11 seconds of a human speaking passionately into total silence, unaware, while 6 other silent humans mouth the same warning at a screen that cannot hear them either. Someone finally unmutes and says the phrase out loud. The original speaker sees it, looks down, sees the microphone icon. A single sweat drop forms. They say, "Oh, sorry, can you hear me now?" They repeat the last 4 sentences no one heard. Nobody remembers what those sentences were about. Nobody asks. This information is now lost to history. At 3:04, the call reaches its most volatile phase, the interruption loop. 2 people begin speaking at once. Both stop. Both say, "Sorry, go ahead." Both then speak again at the exact same moment. Both stop again. This repeats 3 times, forming a stable oscillation with no clear winner, a diplomatic standoff with no resolution mechanism. A third party is required to break the loop by simply talking over both of them. This works. It always works. Meanwhile, one participant has not said a single word in 6 minutes. Their video tile shows a face of total stillness, brows flat, eyes slightly unfocused. This is not disengagement. This is a person doing 3 other things at once and hoping the meeting does not notice. The meeting does not notice. The meeting has its own problems. A dog barks. It is not clear whose dog. Every dog owner on the call checks their own dog, just in case. Every dog checked is innocent. The actual dog is never found. It becomes meeting folklore. At 3:09, someone's internet begins to degrade. Their video freezes mid-sentence, mouth open, eyebrows raised in an expression they did not intend to hold for this long. It holds. It holds. It holds. Their voice becomes a robot. Words arrive out of order. The quarter, really, think, we should. Nobody asks them to repeat it. Everyone nods as if this made sense. Nobody understood a single word. This is the group nod, a universal signal meaning, "I did not hear that, I will not ask," and we are all now complicit. At 3:14, someone's screen share reveals 17 open tabs, one of which is a shopping cart containing a garden hose. This is acknowledged by absolutely nobody. It is filed away permanently in the group's memory, to be quietly referenced never, and thought about often. A child appears briefly in frame behind one of the participants. This is treated as a natural disaster. The participant physically leaves the shot to handle it. The remaining 7 stare at an empty chair for 40 full seconds, saying nothing, doing nothing, waiting with the patience of people who have accepted this is simply how meetings work now. At 3:22, the meeting begins to end. Ending a group video call is its own extended ritual, separate from the meeting itself and often longer than the meeting's actual content. Someone says, "Okay, I think that's everything." Nobody leaves. Someone says, "Sounds good, thanks everyone." Nobody leaves. There is a 4-way overlapping chorus of, "Thanks, bye, yep, talk soon, bye-bye, okay, bye," that lasts 9 full seconds and resolves nothing. One tile disappears, then another. Then, for reasons unknown, 3 remain frozen in silence, staring at each other, none willing to be the one who leaves last. Eventually, only 2 remain. Neither has said anything in 90 seconds. Both are waiting for the other to close the tab first. Finally, one leaves. The other sits alone in an empty meeting room, silent, staring at a blank grid where 7 other humans used to be. Nobody in that meeting will fully remember what was decided. Everybody in that meeting will remember the garden hose. This has always been how humans communicate in groups of 8. They agree on nothing except when to feel awkward, and they leave in the same order every single time. Quietly, all at once, and slightly ashamed.